What is up, everybody? It's your boy Verse TV today. So I'm gonna do a 2-for-1 video instead of making two separate videos. I'm putting in one video because they're both related to the PS5. We have one topic where Sony expects the PS5 stock to improve in time for the holiday season, and that's very coincidental. Like when the price increased worldwide, except like the US for the PS5. So it's just interesting how it's just coincidentally they're gonna have plenty of PS5s in stock during the holiday season where they just increase the prices. So that's interesting. And also, we have a story where a pawn shop has a shelf full of PS5s. They just can't get rid of them. And I mean, I kind of understand because they're selling the PS5s for $800 for a used disc model of a PS5 with stickers. It seems like is they like scratched up and dirty, but they want $800 for them. Then you got one for $700 was the digital, so it's kind of wild. I mean, why would you pay that much for a PS5? Who knows? But it's just like, why would somebody pay that much for a PS5, a used one at that? And they're just sitting on these. Like, it's at least like 20 of these probably in a picture. At least like 15 to 20 in a picture. And it's like, why are they just sitting on these? Like, I thought a pawn shop was supposed to like get the product in and try to flip it as soon as possible, but they're just sitting on these PS5s. Nobody's buying these. And I can understand why, because they're grossly overpriced. Like, even on eBay, you can buy a brand new PS5 that's brand new at that, probably around like 600, 700 bucks at this point. But yeah, who would buy? I'm not understanding how would you buy a used one for 700, unless you're like totally against like online shopping and you just want to get it from a pawn shop. But they're ripping you off completely. They overcharge you by at least like 200, 300 bucks at this point. So that is just crazy. But yeah, um, retail of $500 or nothing. Got mine from PlayStation Network Q, and got lucky. Just gotta be patient, folks. Yeah, it is still kind of shocking that some people still don't have PS5s yet. I mean, I see these like I see these all the time, like on especially like on Twitter. I get notifications about people saying these are in stock. So I mean, I'm surprised people still having a hard time getting these. I'm talking about like the U.S. specifically, not in other countries, but like, I mean, I guess they're still hard to get, but I don't know. I see these available like constantly though, so um, I hope they lose money on them. Yeah, they're pretty much selling PS5 with scalper prices, and it's worse because these are used PS5s at that. These aren't even new ones, so a pawn shop scalping just when I thought I saw it all. And like, wouldn't it hurt these guys though? Like I don't understand the purpose of a pawn shop scalping and stuff, because it's not like you're selling like you spend them for $800. I'm not pretty sure they're not moving off the shelves because there's still like a whole stack of those PS5s there. So I just don't see the reason to keep it at that price point. Uh, yeah, I don't know who will be paying these crazy prices for these PS5s. Like, people are saying, "F no, I'm not paying these prices." Like, yeah, maybe like when the PS5 first released, sure. But now it's like there's been 2 years the system has been out. Nobody's paying $800 for a used PS5 with that. It just seems like it's just crazy pricing right there. And it's like, I don't know how they're making money off this. That occasionally like one super desperate person comes in like maybe once in a while to buy one of these things. That's the only way I see them making profit off this. But this whole thing just seems like a waste of time just overpricing their systems. $800 at a pawn shop? Hell no. Even if I wasn't all interested in modern video game consoles gaming anymore, that's double my spending cap for a platform. Yeah, why not just buy Xbox Series X at that point? like you can at least get that for $500 pretty regularly. I mean, why spend $800 on the PS5 that's used at that? When you're playing most of the same multiplayer anyway, so yeah, I don't think this pawn shop is really doing a lot of great business with these PS5s. But if they did, they wouldn't have this entire wall of PS5s. But let's look at this other post about Sony coincidentally having these PS5s in stock for the holiday season after they raised the price of these consoles. Um, it's really sad people out there are still looking to get one of these. Had mine since day one pretty much. Let's not blame the manufacturers on this. There definitely should have been a shortage. All this is political. Okay. Yeah, and had nothing to do with the price increase we promised. Yeah, as soon as they start raising those prices, they got plenty of PS5s in stock. Just interesting how that works out like that. Just gotta pay more if you live in basically any country other than the U.S. All the PS5 games are still available on PS4, so it's kind of pointless. Yeah, in a way, unless you're like into certain games, like maybe like that Ratchet and Clank for PS5, where like Demon Souls. I mean, you could be just fine on PS4 to be honest. Like you really don't gotta upgrade like that until maybe like Spider-Man 2 or Wolverine comes out because those are gonna be PS5 exclusive. That's gonna be the big games, but everything else pretty much on PS4 anyway. So, like I always say, if I didn't have a PS5, or if I was really struggling to get a PS5, I'd probably be just fine with the PS4 and Xbox Series X to be honest. So, yes, just in time for more scalpers to buy them up. Not with that price increase. Uh, Americans rejoice, the rest of the world dig deeper in your pockets. If you want one, thanks Sony for that. Not in the UK, we couldn't afford one, and if we could, our 8K a year energy prices would make it more expensive to run than a jet aircraft. Stock increased right after the price increase. Increases go hand in hand. I mean, I guess it's a good thing overall that we're probably gonna see these in stores now because for a long time you wouldn't even see these in stores because they wouldn't even stock the Xbox Series X or the PS5 in stores. So I guess that's a good thing at the end of the day that they're gonna have more in stock, even though it comes with like a price increase. So that just kind of sucks. So yeah, I'm gonna conclude it right here. This is gonna be a short one. But yeah, just interesting how Sony magically we finally solved the stock issue by holiday season when the price increases. It's just interesting how that works out. And then for people who said the PS5s don't, the PS5s are just flying off the shelves. But this is an example where they're not flying off the shelves because they're still here in bulk at this one pawn shop. So then again, like I don't blame people for not buying these PS5s either because the prices are kind of ridiculous that they're selling it for. But I'm going to include it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below on either topic. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.